Hey people, it's my weekly rundown of things that entertainment news interest me, and over the past week, quite a few pretty significant trailers have come out, and I'm going to start out with the one that is most significant to me as a fan, which is the Man of Steel trailer. And I will say that I don't plan on doing an extensive trailer analysis video for this like I did for The Dark Knight Rises and for The Avengers, partially because I don't really have that much time right now. I'm still kind of finishing up school stuff, and I don't have the time to devote and make that video the quality that I strive to have with that kind of thing, but also because I don't think I've got that much to offer in terms of analyzing this trailer and speculating on what it implies for the story. I think a lot of it is very straightforward. However, I have included links to two videos, one by the YouTube user Silver Lightsaber, who is a comic book fan and gives his impressions on the trailer, and one from IGN, their Rewind trailer, in which they go back and look at it frame by frame pretty much and speculate on all sorts of stuff. So definitely check that out if you are interested in a more heavy analysis focused video on this trailer. But I will give my opinions on the trailer, since I am very opinionated on adapting Superman. And I will say first that I think it is a very good trailer. I'd probably give it about an 8.5 out of 10, and I'm pretty excited for this movie, pretty confident that it's going to be a good movie. So if I do come out off as a little bit critical, don't get the wrong impression. But I do have my concerns about the movie based on the trailer. I'm a little bit worried that it might be taking itself a little too seriously, and I don't mean that in the sense that there need to be jokes in the trailer or anything like that, but if you look at probably the second trailer for The Dark Knight, which most people would agree is on the more serious side of comic book movies, there are fun elements of that trailer, like at the part where Lucius Fox is like, "That's more like it, Mr. Wayne." The tone of the trailer at that point is very much kind of an action-packed, this is going to be a fun ride of a movie. And there aren't really any parts like that in the Man of Steel trailer. It's all very kind of dramatic and serious and focused on establishing that this is kind of a super serious Superman movie. And I don't have a problem with that, in the sense that I like that they are taking the character seriously, and I'm excited that they seem to be making what appears to be a pretty introspective Superman movie, with him trying to figure out his role in the world. I mean, we start out with young Clark, and then we see teenage Clark, and it's really this person who is alienated by what he is, and him trying to figure out how to be open and be himself in the world. And it's a lot like Superman Birthright, which is my favorite telling of the Superman origin story, so I am very much in favor of that aspect of it. But I think there are some things that are missing, and I find that that aspect of the story is what Superman means to Clark, but the thing that is missing so far is what Superman means to the world. And that's partially probably because you've got him and his interaction with the military, and it implies that there is this great fear of this person when he comes onto the scene, because he's something that the world has never seen before, so he can't really be that bright symbol of hope. But that is what Superman is, and you don't really get the sense in this trailer of him really interacting with people and trying to be that symbol for them. So I am concerned about that, and I don't want him to be portrayed too much as this godlike figure. Superman has this problem, I think, over the past several years, that people aren't really able to relate to him too easily, so I think you have to humble him a little bit. And with Christopher Reeve's performance, there is this great warmth and kindness to the character, and he has this comforting presence. And so far, he seems in this trailer to be very serious. The weight of the world is on his shoulder. He's very stoic, so I hope that they are able to make this kind of a fun, exciting movie where Superman is this strong but very kind character. So, still very excited about this movie, and I am eagerly anticipating the next trailer. And now for a movie that I'm not really that interested in. The trailer for Pacific Rim also debuted recently, and to be completely honest, I think it looks rather stupid. And a lot of people are very excited about this movie and saying how awesome it looks. But I feel like that's just because it's Guillermo del Toro and he's very well respected. I think if you did an experiment and you showed 50 people the trailer as is, and 50 people the trailer with the name Guillermo del Toro replaced by Michael Bay, the people who saw the trailer and thought that this was a Michael Bay movie would probably be trashing it, because people are kind of sheep in that way, and they have learned, it's like, oh, Michael Bay, awful director, whatever he's doing is just stupid. But Guillermo del Toro, he's brilliant, so this movie, even if it doesn't look that brilliant, it's gotta be brilliant. And it just seems kind of mindless and an excuse to have robots fighting monsters. Like, you get about 25 seconds into the trailer and they're describing the story, and the line goes like this: "We always thought alien life would come from the stars, but it came from deep beneath the sea, a portal between dimensions in the Pacific Ocean." And I'm like, what the hell? That is idiotic. That just sounds moronic. I mean, I don't want to insult this too much. I want to be somewhat respectful, and visually it does look pretty cool, but the story just seems stupid to me, and the dialogue is pretty awful too. Like, Idris Elba, who I like, is in the movie, and he has this line, I think it goes, "Today we canceled the apocalypse," and it's just so cheesy. I am very skeptical of this movie. Hopefully I'm proven wrong, and if I am, I apologize to Guillermo del Toro and everybody who's made this movie, but it just looks pretty dumb to me. Next up, we got the trailer for G.I. Joe Retaliation, and it's an okay trailer. I mean, I don't think it's that great. I think the first trailer they had for this movie was better and got me more interested in seeing it than this one. I still think it's a decent-looking movie, decent-looking action movie. Storyline-wise, we'll see. But I believe it was delayed to do reshoots with Channing Tatum, because over the course of 2012, Channing Tatum got a lot more popular and more famous, so I guess the people who were making this movie were like, crap, we killed this guy off in like 5 minutes. Let's go back and put him in more of the movie, and maybe, I don't know if he dies or not, but maybe not kill off this character so we can use him more in the sequels we're probably going to make. So we're going to get a slightly different G.I. Joe movie, I think, than what we were originally going to get. So, curious about that. This trailer, though, is just kind of odd to me. Like, they show the bad guy, and he's got this, like, powerful satellite weapon, and at the end of the trailer, I'm pretty sure they show the destruction of that weapon. It's like, okay, just show us Luke blowing up the Death Star. That's what they did, pretty much. Like, look at that trailer, and you will see that satellite blows up. But whatever. If they thought that was a good thing to show, then fine. I guess we're not really watching it for the story anyway. Finally, the trailer for M. Night Shyamalan's After Earth debuted this week, and I think it looks pretty cool. It is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, so I am skeptical because of that. I haven't seen a lot of his work, but I do have this grudge against him for screwing up Avatar: The Last Airbender, so there is that. But I am a big Will Smith fan, so that kind of counteracts that a little bit. And overall, I am excited for this movie. Visually, it looks pretty great, and the story looks pretty decent as well. So if I didn't know it was an M. Night Shyamalan movie, I don't think I'd have that many reservations about it. And I might be wrong, but I don't think at any point does this trailer inform the audience that it is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And I think that's pretty intentional, because the track record over the last 10 years has been pretty awful. So we'll see how this movie turns out. Hopefully this is a comeback for him, because, you know, I don't want to see the guy continuously fail just because I'm ticked off at him for screwing up a movie that I was looking forward to. I do hope that he does well with this movie and makes good movies from now on. Hopefully he got all his bad movies out of the way. It has recently been announced that Garrett Hedlund will be reprising his role as Sam Flynn in a sequel to Tron Legacy. Not a lot is known about the story of this movie right now, but I think I'll probably watch it. I thought Tron Legacy was pretty decent. The story was okay, and the visuals were pretty cool, I thought. I liked the style of it. I liked the action a lot, so hopefully the sequel will be able to make a better story and keep the visuals at the level they are, if not improve them. And before I end this video, I wanted to share this poster for the Wolverine with you. It's actually a still of the motion poster. You can check that out in the description, and you'll see that the rain is actually falling. It looks pretty cool. And I'm very curious about this movie. I am wondering how it is going to be, like, visually, tonally. It's apparently meant as kind of a standalone story, so it's probably going to use X-Men Origins Wolverine as a loose backstory, but it's not going to really be making many or any connections possibly to the other X-Men movies. So we'll see how that turns out. Really interested in seeing a trailer for this. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, and tune in next time.